Most people buying an entry-level tablet just want a bigger screen for watching shows, scrolling through YouTube, or just browsing. Basically, a media machine. OnePlus thinks their Pad Lite, starting at around 13,000 with discounts and bank offers, is the perfect fit for this niche. But does it live up to the hype? Or is it just another budget tablet in a sea of options? Let's find out, but before we jump in, don't forget to smash that button and press that bell icon to stay updated on all things tech. Let's start with the display because that's what really matters for a media machine. The OnePlus Pad Lite comes with an 11-inch Full HD Plus LCD panel with a peak brightness of 500 nits and 90 Hz refresh rate. For the price, it's decent, but honestly, it hasn't blown me away. The pixel density isn't great, but that did not sour my experience that much. The bezels are also properly proportioned, and you need them to be this thick, otherwise holding the tab becomes a challenge. And because this is a 16:10 display, instead of the usual 7:5 panel that OnePlus has been using so far, we get far smaller black bars when watching videos. Now, there's no HDR, and since it's an LCD, the colors don't pop like they would on an OLED. That said, for the price, the colors and contrasts are pretty good. Outdoor visibility isn't great, but that's mostly due to the glossy finish which doesn't help with reflections. Budget tablets often cheapen out when it comes to audio, but this is where the Pad Lite really impressed me. It gets a set of quad speakers which are high-res audio certified and they are fantastic for casual use. Sure, you won't get that thumping bass, but for regular day-to-day use, they get the job done. You also get support for some serious codecs. AAC, aptX, aptX HD, LDAC and SBC over Bluetooth 5.4. I wish OnePlus had included a 3.5mm headphone jack. Now, if the OnePlus Pad Lite looks familiar, that's because it basically picks up from where the OnePlus Pad Go left off. We get the same plastic sides, dual tone finish on the aluminum alloy back panel, and honestly, it feels pretty nice in the hand. The Pad Lite is slim at 7.39mm and weighs around 530 grams and comes in just one color, Aero Blue. Now, like the OnePlus Pad Go, there's no official keyboard folio or stylus support. Plus, you don't get pogo pins and no palm rejection either. There's also no fingerprint scanner in the power button, and the face unlock is also quite basic since it only uses the front camera. Our LTE model comes with 8GB of RAM and 128GB of storage. Cellular connectivity at this price is nice to have, though I really wish 5G had made the cut. Then again, 5G in this range is still rare, so it's hard to complain too much. If you're considering the Wi-Fi only version, keep in mind that it drops to 6GB of RAM and there's also no expandable storage available for any model. Performance is what you would expect from an entry-level tab. We get the MediaTek Helio G100 SoC, which is a pretty decent chip, but from 2024. OnePlus could have gone for the G200, which launched earlier this year. I ran some benchmarks and the results were pretty much what I expected. In Antutu Lite, I got a score of 4.3 lakhs. Geekbench wasn't great either. 718 on single core and 1924 on multi-core. 3D Mark scores were weak too. In the Wildlife Extreme Stress Test, I got 98.2% stability, but the best loop score was just 378. In day-to-day use though, it's fine for stuff like browsing, videos and light gaming as long as you manage your expectations. In gaming, I averaged 58.8 FPS in BGMI, but the visuals were poor. In COD Mobile, I averaged 39.7 FPS on low graphics. Both were definitely playable, but were very underwhelming. What is weird though is when I would watch a video on YouTube, it would default often to a super low stream. If I bumped it up to 1080p 60 FPS, it took a while for the tablet to catch up. And in 1440p 60 FPS, it started stuttering. Hope OnePlus pushes an update to fix this. As for the cameras, it packs a 5-megapixel main camera that shoots 1080p videos at 30 FPS and a 5-megapixel selfie cam that does an okay job in video calls. But really, who's using a tablet to snap photos? You get OxygenOS 15, which brings a ton of OnePlus ecosystem features so you can easily share photos between your phone and tablet using clipboard sharing and shared gallery. Plus, there's O+ Connect, so you can even share stuff with Apple devices. I also really like the open canvas feature. It makes switching between apps or going split screen super easy. And of course, since it's 2025, you get some AI features from Google Gemini for basic text generation and photo editing. For the price, it works pretty well. As for updates, OnePlus told us that the Pad Lite will receive 4 years of OS updates and 6 years of security updates which I think is pretty great for this segment. Coming to the battery life, I had no complaints. The 9340 mAh battery easily lasted me a couple of days with normal use. But there is a catch. The Pad Lite supports 33-watt charging, but OnePlus decided to include a 15-watt charger in the box. Expect it to take well over 2 hours to top it up fully. So is the OnePlus Pad Lite worth it? For casual users, yes. It's great for watching videos, browsing and light gaming. The display is decent enough, audio is surprisingly good, and battery life holds up well. But if you're chasing serious performance, you'll probably need to stretch your budget past 20,000 rupees. Now, most tablets under 15,000 rupees are running on very similar hardware. So there's only so much speed that you can squeeze out of this segment. Starting at 13,000 rupees, the OnePlus Pad Lite is a solid pick for media consumption. Just don't expect high-end multitasking or gaming. For the basics, it gets the job done without much fuss.